is Kim Kardashian a pimp, okay? Because everyone is saying, Kim has been following Kanye West. She has been talking about Kanye West. Kanye West is not talking about her. So is she a pimp? Is she using his name, even on the Kardashian reality show, to make money, okay? To monetize off Kanye's name. And this man is not having it, honey. The stalking, the tactic that she has been using recently is not working, okay? So she thinks, you know what? It's time for me to move on because she has failed stalking Kanye. He has been showing Bianca, a little romance, lovey-dovey coziness in the media and out in public. He doesn't care because he's rubbing it all in her face, okay? So everyone has been asking the question, why is she still talking about Kanye on the reality show? Because word on the street is that the Kardashian show has a new episode where they will be discussing Bianca Censori, the new wife of Kanye West. And why would they mention someone's name if they are not friends? Bianca and the Kardashians are enemies. So why are they gonna bring up her name and his name on the show? And here's why, okay? Y'all know that the Kardashian reality show has been losing so much views, right? And they talk about many other shit. They talk about Kim, Kourtney beef, Travis Barker beef, Travis Scott and Kylie, Tristan and Khloe, and none of them are hot topics right now. No one gives a F about any of them. So I think the whole family is pissed at Kanye. So I think, Kris went in her meeting room and have a conference by saying, y'all, let's, stalk and provoke Kanye West and let us just talk about him on the show as well, because people want to know the updates and what's going on in Kanye's life. We're going to talk about Kanye on the show, and we're also going to take our time to mention his wife, Bianca Censori, because we need the drama in order to push, the reviews of the show. That way we could make more money. What do you say, Kim? And Kim was like, I'm down because he has been messing and trolling our family name for some time now. He has been putting me in songs, disrespecting me. So I'm going to put, Bianca Censori's name in the show, and we're going to talk about her and we're going to drag her. And that's what they're going to do allegedly on the new episode of the Kardashians. And I can't wait because I think this episode is going to be very surprising, because at the end of the day, they want to be the most talked about people in Hollywood. And you know what? It's no surprise that the Kardashian reality show is one of the longest streaming reality show. And that's because they had, dramas included, and everyone wanted to know what's going to happen. And I think it got this big boost when, Kanye West was now married to Kim. However, the split and the drama and people taking Kanye's side, made them lose a lot of reviews. So they're going to take the initiative to mention Kanye's name again, and also to mention Bianca Censori. And I think this is going to give them a win. And who's the mastermind behind this? Duh. Kris Mama Jenner, aka Lovey, the person, that smiles and dances a lot, who's very supportive of other, females and young men. And I say young men because she loves young guys. She's had her fair share of old men. But this girl, I'm going to say Kris is a girl because she wants to be young. So I'm just going to say she's wrinkled, but she's not old, okay? So she's living her best life with her man, Corey Gamble. And at the end of the day, she has to keep the show very active, very strong. And she thinks, to make money. And let me just say this, okay? The Kardashian show, it brings them a lot of revenue in their pockets. I know they have businesses, but that show helps their business to make a lot of money. And that's why I think they are taking, drastic actions when it comes on to that show, especially that they're using Hulu's platform. They have to ensure that they are top tier. What if the contract, was promised that, Hulu is going to sign you guys recognize only if your show does well. So I think they're in this hot boiling water to ensure that their show does great things. And I don't blame Kris because she's a business woman, so she's gonna think about many things, and I don't blame her. She started, the foundation. I think she's like the software or the starter, behind all of this. So she has to protect it. She has so many grandkids, so many, people in generations to come who's going to probably benefit off the Kardashian, and probably the reality show continues. Who knows? But I think at the end of the day, Kanye West is an innocent man. He doesn't deserve, for his name to be dragged and to be talked about. Okay. And I hate that they're going to possibly bash Bianca Censori to say, probably she's a awful stepmom. She's an awful person. She's not cut out good for Kanye, and she's very young. What is she doing with a billionaire? I think this is what some of the BITCHES in the family says about Bianca, because she's young and she got a billionaire. And I would be pissed too, because if I was in my 40s, and my husband divorced me, or if I divorced my husband and then he continues his love life with a 20-year-old or a 28-year-old, I would cry every night. Okay? I'm not even going to front. I would cry every night. Kanye West, moves on from Kim and then ends up with a 28-year-old. I would cry tears, okay? I feel bad for Kim. I see why she's bitter, upset, and distraught and has so much anxiety. I see why, because I would be in the same situation. However, at the end of the day, I'm crying in a $1 million house. I'm crying in a Porsche. I'm crying in a Bentley. I would rather cry being rich than being broke, okay? Because I think when the Kardashians are done with Kanye, I think they would want him to be broke, so they could have, some control over him, basically to say, Kanye West, you need us again because now you're broke and, Bianca's going to leave you. I think, the fact that he's already paying $200,000 a month in child support, that was already crazy. And like I said, this man doesn't complain because he loves his kids and he doesn't count the money that he has to use to take care of the babies. He's a good dad. And even though she probably dragged him, calling him a deadbeat, he's showing the world that he has no problem paying any amount of money to sustain or maintain, to take care of his kids, because he's the dad of the year. He's the father of the year, period. So I think Kim should relax, stop pimping Kanye, stop using him for his money, and try to, focus on ways how to boost her own reality show, because it's getting whack. But let me know what y'all think down below in that comment section. Don't forget to click that like button, hit that notification bell, share if you care, and thank you for sipping with us. Bye, guys.